Okay, just stop everything.
Stop everything.
We had a plan. We're going to talk about Purgatory dropping yesterday on Christmas. We were going to, mentally prep for New Year's Eve.
Right. We were settling in for the long wait for thank you for listening.
And then you wake up this morning, December 26th, and it's here.
It's here. The cover art, the track list, and then the full high-quality 18-track audio. It leaked. The final album.
I'm vibrating. This is the 16th full album this year. 16, we just got our heads around Bipolar Scorpio, then 11 Dreams, then Mercy's Return last week.
And Purgatory literally yesterday.
Okay.
And now this, the final statement. It feels wrong, but it feels so right.
It feels like the ultimate unintended Christmas gift. So, the mission is clear. We have to scrap everything. We're diving deep into all 18 tracks of this leak. Right now.
This is it. This is the final confession, the map he's leaving behind before he goes dark.
Before we jump into that world, we have to do the necessary legal pause. We are the Deep Dive aPodcast, powered by NeonKore Media. We are fans, we are analysts, but we are absolutely not affiliated with D.L.B's world.
Right. So that's no connection to the 11/6 Music, Neon Vision Studios, Visions to Ventures by D.Bates, Orison Holdings, Dream 2 Real Management, none of it.
We are on the outside, looking in, just like you, analyzing the art. Okay, done.
Let's get inside the machine.
Yeah.
Because D.L.B. built a literal exit architecture with this album.
He really did. You see it right away. The structure of this thing is just brilliant. It starts with track 1, Are We Rolling intro?
And that voice. You know it instantly. It's Sophia Luna.
The creative director, the firewall of the whole 11SIX operation.
She's the gatekeeper. And what she says in what sounds like, just raw studio chatter, it sets the tone for everything.
She says, he ain't even in the building, bro. D.L.B. record like a ghost.
Leaves whole verses on the system and dips before anyone sees him. It's the confirmation of everything we've ever suspected.
His whole process is built on being absent. He's there, but he's not there.
Which is it's the perfect way to start an album about leaving for good, and then she drops that other line.
Oh, yeah. And y'all swear this man retired? He'd been retired since the first day I met him.
Chills. It tells you this isn't a sudden burnout. This isn't a new feeling. This has been his default state from day one. He's just finally making it official.
So it's not him quitting. It's him finally aligning his public life with his private reality.
Exactly. And that flows right into track 3.
Julia Skit. So if Sophia is the creative firewall, Julia Thompson is the legal and, I guess, emotional one.
She's the architect of his entire business structure, V2V. She keeps the machine running. And you can hear the plea in her voice.
It's so calm, but it's heavy. She's talking about dropping off contracts, but then she just says, just please don't vanish after this project.
Everyone around him knows this is real. This is the end.
And her line, maybe the most important line of the whole album that he doesn't say himself. She says, look, whatever you think you owe the world, you already paid.
You already paid. That's the thesis of the entire 16 album run. This wasn't for charts. It wasn't for profit. It was him settling a debt he felt he owed.
To us, to himself, to his story. It was closure.
And that makes the final bookend, track 18, took the HDD outro, just devastatingly perfect.
The sound design is just nothing. It's empty studio silence.
And you hear an engineer whisper, like, that's the last track. He said, that's it.
And then the other voice asks if he needs another take, and the first guy just says, nah. He left the booth, didn't say nothing.
He took the hard drive.
He took the hard drive.
And then that single final click, the recorder shutting off.
It's the ultimate act of control. Sophia says he records like a ghost, and the outro confirms the ghost just took the master copy with him.
No B-sides. No posthumous cash-ins from the label. No outtakes for a deluxe version in 10 years.
What we have is all we're ever going to have.
He walked out of the game exactly how it came to him. Raw, unedited, and completely on his own terms. It's kind of beautiful.
It is, but it's also, isn't it a little cruel? To the collective he built, to the fans. He's ensuring nothing more can ever come from this.
I think that's the friction he wants us to feel. He's forcing us to value what he did give us, this insane year of music. He's protecting the legacy from being diluted. He's saying, this is the statement, the end.
Okay, so that's the framework, the architecture, the exit. But then we get into the psychological why, the isolation.
And it kicks off immediately. Track 2, Return Your Call. It's got Nico Vella, and it's produced by Joyans.
And you hear that Touch by Joyans tag, and you expect this, like, smooth R&B thing.
And you get it sonically. The beat is beautiful. It's melodic. But then D.L.B's lyrics come in, and they are just heavy.
So heavy. And Nico Vella's hook, and if I fall off the map just to find my peace, would you still pick up when it's finally me? I mean,
that hits home for anyone who's ever had to go dark for their own mental health. That fear of, will the door still be open when I get back?
and D.L.B gives the most honest reason for his silence all year. He says, I went quiet on purpose. That wasn't a phase.
He talks about reading old texts, and that one line about someone texting him last summer just hoping he was still breathing, that just puts everything into perspective. This wasn't about fame. It was about survival.
And he makes that distinction right. I ain't disappear. I went deep for my health.
Yes. And there's a difference when you drowning between silence and a letdown. He's telling us, I wasn't ignoring you. I was trying not to die.
Wow. And that vulnerability, that explanation, it almost immediately hardens into paranoia on the next track in this sort of trilogy.
Track 4, Ride Alone, with Nisnave, produced by Hustle Harmonics.
The mood shift is instant. That dark cinematic Hustle Harmonic sound comes in.
And the theme is pure self-preservation. He's talking about blood in the crib, still getting robbed. Success didn't make him safe, it made him a bigger target.
So he has to move like a shadow. Nisnave's hook is the mantra. Ride alone through the storm. Even wolves run from the fight.
And he's so blunt about it. His paranoia is his twin since youth. It's not an illness, it's a survival trait.
And you have the spoken words from Mink's Cow and GLA from his inner circle, basically co-signing it.
Yeah, they say, this ain't entertainment, is a heartbeat learning how to survive in rhythm. They're telling you to stop consuming his pain as content and start respecting it as a testimony.
And all of that leads to the thesis statement of the whole album, which is track 16, Felt Me.
Yeah, produced by DJ RVYR, pronounced River. Her sound is so atmospheric, it's the perfect backdrop for this moment of acceptance.
Total acceptance. He just comes out and says, if you felt me, you felt me. If you didn't, that's okay.
After all the fighting, all the explaining, all the defending himself, he just lets it go. He's done trying to make everyone understand.
He's just documenting.
Yeah.
Been quiet in rooms, been loud in crowds. He admits he kept moving when I didn't want to.
And by the end, he's just at peace with it. The last thing you hear from me, just know I made my choice.
Yeah.
It's him achieving his own kind of freedom.
And to get to that freedom, he had to build some serious walls. Which brings us to the next set of tracks about boundaries and betrayal.
Oh, yeah. It starts with track 5, Not Friendly, featuring Leona J.
Another Joyans beat. So it sounds sweet, but the message is anything but.
The message is a new company policy, non-negotiable. He's talking about how fake love turns into leverage, how people only want access now that he's up.
He literally says, trying to be friendly, got me hurt, got me broke, got me locked, got me facing the dirt.
He's done. He's checking vibes, tones, shoes, everything. He's not your mentor. He's not your big homie. The door is closed.
And Leona J just drives it home. Her hook is ice cold. Not friendly. Do not dap me. If you do not bring value, do not come near me.
And her verse, when she says, this is not anger, this is standards, this is what peace look like now, that's the whole track in 2 lines. He's not mad, he's just unavailable.
And the reason for that unavailability gets really, really dark on track 10, The Rope.
Hustle Harmonics again. With Brianna and Leona J. This is a trauma track. Full stop.
He's talking about a deep personal betrayal. Trusting someone, letting his guard down, and then getting checked.
The metaphor he uses is just brutal. The people who dropped the rope when I was hanging from tree.
It's awful. And it confirms that this disappearance, it was triggered by a specific event, a specific failure of loyalty.
And Leona J's hook isn't a critique, it's a curse. I burn holy, now I curse your name. She's weaponizing the pain.
Then Brianna comes in on the bridge and just asks, tell me where the love goes when the pain pulled up, and concludes she's better when I suffer alone.
Which is just, it's a heartbreaking conclusion to come to. It explains the entire album. The cost of trust became too high.
So he's done with intimate trust. And that anger gets focused outward on track 11, Where Were You?
With Zong Sky and a DJ Climax XA beat, you hear that 3 X's if you nasty tag, and you know it's about to be aggressive.
The straight-up call-out track.
100%. Zong Sky's chorus is just this powerful, soaring accusation. Where were you when the walls caved in?
And D.L.B just goes in on everyone who only showed up after he was stable, because it was safer now.
He says, you don't get to love me loud after leaving me quiet, which is such a bar.
But the bar, the one that everyone is going to be quoting, is, If you only love the version of me that survived, then you don't love me, you love the fucking headline.
Oof. Yeah, that's a mic drop. That is him calling out the entire culture of consuming celebrity trauma. He's forcing you, the listener, to check your own intentions.
It's an absolute gut punch. He's saying if you weren't there for the process, you don't get to celebrate the product.
But even as he's closing all these personal doors, he's also making sure to, ground himself in his history.
Right. It's not all just emotional confession. We get some pure, uncut D.L.B. storyteller mode.
Starting with track 14, Two Young Head Bustas.
Featuring Lil Ren. This is a straight shot back to Mabank, Texas, the 903.
It's a hardcore street track. They're shouting out the YHB crew, Young Head Bustas. It's him reconnecting with that identity that existed long before the fame.
It's a reminder that under all the layers of the global artist and the CEO, he's still that kid. It's authenticity.
And Lil Ren's verse is just raw local energy. It grounds the whole album in a specific time and place.
From there, he switches from street documentary to, like, a street thriller.
Yeah. Track 9, Game Still Ain't Free, with K1A. Hustle harmonics again, so you know the vibe is cinematic.
It's a whole narrative. He's detailing this elaborate setup, this woman trying to run game on him, but he's already 5 steps ahead.
And then he drops the plot twist.
The plot twist.
Yeah.
She don't set alarms. She set up your life with a kiss on the cheek and a text to her wife.
Wild. It just makes the whole story so much darker and more complex. It's not a simple story of infidelity. It's a calculated operation.
And K1A as the chorus is perfect. They're like the narrators, summing it all up. Game ain't free, just play and pretend.
Such a cool piece of storytelling. And he keeps that cinematic energy going on track 15, Eyes in the Dark.
Also with K1A, and it's explicitly labeled as being from the Neon Bond soundtrack.
He's connecting the universes, his music, and his A Daniel's Vision film world.
And the lineup for K1A on this is specific, right? It's not all of them.
Right. It's Yune, Jaeyoon, Yoonjanji, Soyunobu, and Mina Kimura. It feels like they were cast for this song to fit the vibe of that movie.
And the vibe is pure control. Black glass windows, city don't see, but I see everything. It's so cold.
And Mina Kimura's line, "The calm in my eyes is the seal of your fate." It's pure villain monologue in the best way. It shows that even as he's leaving, he's still world building.
Okay, so the middle of the album is just this emotional roller coaster. It's whiplash.
For real, it goes from the depths of grief to, like, forced celebration in the span of 2 tracks.
It starts at the absolute lowest point, track 12. You still hear.
This one is dedicated to his late brother Luke. It features Leoneri, who used to be Tala Diwata.
His first signing. His emotional anchor, her chorus is so gentle. You still hear, not in body, but in breath, I take.
In D.L.B's verses, he's not talking about big dramatic moments. He's remembering Luke cutting his hair late at night in Dallas. The small things.
The things that actually matter.
And then Amy June's spoken word piece just breaks you. I don't think grief ever ends. It just moves in with you.
It's just a raw psychological truth bomb. The album isn't about getting over pain. It's about learning to coexist with it.
And then the second that track ends, you get slammed with track 13, Turn It Up.
The pivot is insane. It's with Yune, and it opens with the declaration, "We not crying tonight. He already said goodbye, so we gon' live."
It's an instruction. He's telling the listener, and maybe himself, how to survive his own exit. Do not mourn. Live.
It's a command to celebrate. It's all about round-trip flights, hedonism, luxury, but it feels mandatory, like survival.
And Yune's hook is that manual. Leave the weight in the dark, keep the light in your heart. He's saying, my story is done, go write your own.
Then he keeps that uplifting energy. But for a different audience, on track 6, Giant.
Zong Sky again. And this is an anthem for the outcasts. He's speaking directly to the kid hiding in the bathroom stall at lunch.
And he's not pitying them. He's empowering them. He's calling them rare as hell, a whole revolution.
He's basically transferring his own power to them. Zong Sky's hook is pure affirmation. They see a shy face. I see a giant in the making.
It's beautiful.
There.
And then back to Heartbreak.
Modern Heartbreak. Track 7, seen at 317 with Soyi Nobu.
The most 2025 pain possible. Soyi's chorus. You left me on scene at 317, same time your story lit up on my screen.
Ugh. The specificity of that pain, being actively ignored while watching them perform happiness for everyone else.
And D.L.B calls out the other side of it too. The person who turned their shared trauma into social media content.
Made a reel out of something that was bleeding into vicious.
And his conclusion is the final word on digital self-respect.
If you can live without answers, you can live without me. He's logging off from the drama. For good.
Which brings us to the final two statements, the closing arguments of his entire career. It starts with track 8, Tears. It's got Murray Lux, and that DJ Ryvyr production is so intense from the start. Ryvyr's messing with them drums again.
And D.L.B is just unloading. He's pushing back on the soft boy pain label, reminding people about his court dates, grave plots, the real-life stakes.
And he gives us the formula for his entire career with one line. I just learned how to cry in a pocket 16.
It's genius! Condensing a universe of pain into a 16-bar verse, that's the art form.
And Murray Lux's bridge is the ultimate power move. I wiped my eyes once, then I cashed those tears.
It's not victimhood, it's alchemy, turning pain into power, into capital. He ends by saying he wasn't broken by this, he was crowned and lifted.
And that coronation, that final moment, leads into the last real track. Number 17. Thank you for listening.
Featuring the entire Chronic Eye Collective, the production from Joyens is just, it feels like a final embrace.
It's the moment the armor comes off. He says it plainly. I ain't rap for fame, I rap not to drown.
Made classics, Trina, hold my sanity in place. He's admitting the music was his life raft.
And he's thanking us, the listeners, for hearing me when I ain't hear myself.
It's incredibly vulnerable. And having the women of Chronic's Eyes sing that chorus, you held the weight with me like it was light. It's perfect.
They were the support system, and they're giving that energy back to the audience.
And then the third verse, he just shuts the door, no ambiguity. The last one ever, there ain't no part 2, ain't no comeback tape, no surprise debut.
It's definitive. He's saying thank you, and he's saying goodbye. On his terms. I walked out the game how it came to me.
So when you take it all in, all 18 tracks, it's just a stunning piece of work. It's a map of his scars. It's about choosing health over the hustle, finally.
Walking away. And he did it. 16 albums. It's still hard to even process that number.
Which leaves us with that one final haunting detail.
The hard drive.
He took the hard drive. He left nothing behind. No scraps for the label, no demos, nothing.
So what does that mean for us? For the 11SX ecosystem he built, if this is really the last sound we ever hear from him?
I think he's forcing us to carry the legacy. He's making us the archivists. He's saying, the story is complete. What I gave you is all there is. Protect it.
It's an act of radical trust, in a way. He doesn't trust the industry, but he trusts the listeners to hold the truth.
Wow. He really walked out of the game how it came to.
What a year. What an ending.
Yeah.
I think that's all we can say. Thank you for listening to this emergency deep dive. We're going to need some time to sit with this one.
A long, long time. For real.